Have you ever asked a narcissist this question? And this is not a recommendation, by the way. I'm just wondering, have you ever asked a narcissist, what do you want? I mean, what is it out of me that you want? Well, if you ask the narcissist that question, chances are they're not going to give you an answer. And if they do give you an answer, they're going to give you a dishonest answer. Because what they want is they want their ego to be boosted. Well, let's be a little bit more specific than just that, can we? What is it that a narcissist wants out of you? Now, if you are alive and breathing and capable of fogging a mirror, the chances of you not having an interaction with a narcissist, they're like zero. I mean, maybe if you're living on a deserted island out in the Pacific Ocean somewhere, and I don't even know if there are such things, but if you're out there, okay, you're on a boat somewhere all by yourself, okay, now, in that case, you may be able to make it a few days without encountering a narcissist. But typical people, we encounter these people all the time because they're all around us. Now, sometimes they get invasive. They attach to us. That's tough. I mean, I've had those experiences in my life. I'm nearly 70 years old, and I can think of maybe 2 or 3 times where I have had narcissists, just attached to me. And it was not a pleasant thing. I mean, at first I thought it was. I thought, oh, this is my buddy. This is my good friend. No, it wasn't. This was somebody taking advantage of me. And now I wonder, what is it that these people wanted out of me? What is it they want out of you? Well, based upon 70 years of experience and having dealt with these people and using life as a laboratory, I can go back and I can take a look and I can say, yeah, okay, now I can see exactly what it is that these people were looking for. They were looking for what psychologists call supply, but I call it supply, but I also call it a dependency. Because it's kind of like they're hooked on something and they need a supply constantly, all the time, and they go crazy if they don't get it. But what specifically is it that they want from me? What specifically do narcissists want from you? Number one is they want to compete. They don't want to connect. Now, the reason I say connect is because when you first encounter a narcissist, typically they're very charismatic people. They're very friendly. They're cordial. They're good guys to get along with. I mean, you think, wow, this is my best friend, or this is a love interest. We just connect. We have chemistry, No, you don't. It's all put on. And they know exactly how to act. This is called the love bombing stage. I call it the grooming stage, where they are pulling you into their sphere. It's kind of like somebody who wears perfume. Smells good, maybe cologne, smells good. Not too much, drive you away. Not too little that it's undetectable, but just enough to be attractive. They're drawing you in with the perfume of their personality. And so, next thing you know, yeah, I kind of like the smell of this guy. Not literally, you know what I mean, but get along with this person pretty good. And we're buds. We're best friends. No, you're not. You think they are. You think you got this connection, but the fact of the matter is they have entrapped you, and you got to find out the tough way, because you've been there, right? You may be there right now. What they want to do is they don't want to connect with you. You think they do because, wow, we connect. We have chemistry. They don't see it that way. What they see is, this is somebody that I want to compete with so that I can beat them down, so that I can draw supply from them. Supply? What is that? Well, when we talk about a narcissist drawing supply out of you, we're talking about a flat tire and you're pumping it up with air. They have a dependency on air, but it's not air. What it is, it's ego boosting whatever. Anything that boosts their ego, that's what they want out of you. And the way they get that is a lot of ways. Number one, they make you feel stupid. They beat you down. They will take advantage of you. Sometimes they literally flat out steal from you because, well, it makes them feel smart. They were able to dupe you, and you didn't know it. So they think, well, I'm so very clever because I was able to scam this guy. And he didn't know because I'm so clever. The narcissist is thinking I am so clever that I was able to pull it off without being detected. They don't know how anybody could do that. Narcissists don't understand how unrealistic that is, but it doesn't matter. But the point is, they don't want to connect with you. What they want to do is they want to compete. Number two is they want somebody to defeat. Now, sometimes a narcissist will, after the relationship has gone on, it could be a friendship, it could be a love interest, whatever. But in time, they begin playing the role of the person who is being abused. They flip the roles, they're abusing you, not vice versa. And then they present, as they go through the smear campaign, they present themselves as the one being abused, and they say they want justice. They don't say it in those terms, but they make other people feel that you have taken advantage of them, and the reason they are abusing you is they're trying to get a sense of justice for the abuse that you have done to them. It's all a total lie, right? You've been there. You may be there right now. It's all a total, complete, absolute, abject lie. What they're doing is they're trying to defeat you. So what they want is not justice. They want somebody to defeat. And that's just one of the clever ways, from their way of thinking, that's one of the clever ways that they have of defeating you and beating you down. Number 3. They want control, period. Now, one thing that I have always wanted is one of those drones, little airplanes that you have hand controls on and it goes up, flies around, whatever. Touch a camera to it. And, I've always wanted one of those things. What I don't want to do is pay for one, so I'm not going to get one. But there's something about just having the control in your hand and making that little thing fly around and doing whatever you want it to do. It's totally, completely, absolutely in your control. It has no will of its own. The narcissist sees you as a drone, in a sense. And it sees, I say it, the narcissist is an it. Okay, maybe that applies. But the narcissist sees himself as the person with the controls. And he's got the control in his hand. And he's manipulating you, making you go up and down and fast and slow. And taking images and zooming in, zooming out. I don't know how those things work, but the narcissist wants to control you. That's what it's all about. It's all about control. Look, guys, hey, I'm serious about this. Paying attention, it's not about friendship. It's not about love. It's not about caring. It's not about concern. It's not about any of those things. It's all about this person, this narcissist controlling you. It's all about control. Number 4. What does the narcissist want? Well, the narcissist wants to inflict injury and pain. Why? I don't understand that. Why do people like to hurt other people? I don't like to hurt other people. I like to make other people feel good. I think most people, I could be wrong, but I think most people don't enjoy hurting other people. I think most people like to help other people. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people do enjoy hurting people. Narcissists love to hurt them. Why? Well, kind of obvious, isn't it? Because, again, what did we just say, number 3? It's control. Somehow, when you are inflicting pain, when a narcissist is inflicting pain, maybe it's not physical pain, maybe it's emotional pain, maybe it's just discomfort, maybe it's pain through embarrassment, maybe it's pain through humiliation, but somehow, some way they are inflicting injury and they are inflicting pain on you. That's what they want to do. Makes them feel like they're superior. It makes them feel like they're in control. Now, from my perspective, it makes them jerks. I don't know how else to say it. Narcissist, jerk, I guess those are synonymous, whatever. Number 5, what do they want? They want to elevate themselves. They want to be a little bit taller than you. They want to be a little bit smarter than you. They want to be a little bit better than you. Somehow, some way, wherever you are in your station of life, the narcissist wants to view himself or herself as better than you. They always have to get one over on you. Now, this to me is just really confusing because I know so many covert narcissists who, they just don't have anything. I mean, they are so self-absorbed that they find it offensive to do things like pay bills. I can think of people with narcissistic behavioral traits that don't pay the rent. I mean, how dare this landlord expect me to pay rent? They feel that entitled. No, they're not. I don't know many people like that, but I do know them. I know guys who have been evicted multiple times. Look at the court records. It's at the county courthouse, It's public record. Even when they had a good job, they wouldn't pay the bills because, well, they just have this weird sense of entitlement. That may be extreme case, but they want to elevate themselves above others. And in those extreme cases where they just flat out won't pay bills ever, they wind up living on the street, but somehow in that state, in that status, feeding that dependency, that we talked about, they feel superior. Somehow they got one over on the other guy. They lived in this apartment or whatever for 6 months and didn't pay rent. Yeah, we showed that guy. You're living on the street, you idiot. What's wrong with you? They don't see it that way. To them, it fed their ego. They're perfectly happy. Number 6 is what they want is to discard and disregard you and other people. I like to use the illustration. I've used this before. Let me grab a tissue here. This is a tissue paper. What do you do with a tissue paper? Well, you do a lot of things with it. Say, for example, wipe your nose with it. Okay, I'm done with it. Let's just throw it away. I'm done. Poof, it's gone. I just discarded it. Disregard it means that I've forgotten about it. Now, I want you to think about the last time you used tissue paper. I almost said toilet paper, but let's be decent here. Last time you used tissue paper. Do you remember what you did with it? I mean, have you been thinking about this for a while? I wonder what happened to that tissue paper. Wonder how it's doing now that I discarded it. Well, when the fact that you're not thinking about it and you really don't care what happened to it, that's disregard. So you discarded it and then you disregard it. Guess what? You, the victim of the narcissist, are the tissue paper. They used you for wiping their nose or whatever they wipe with it, and you're discarded. And you're disregarded. You're just gone out of their life. They don't care about you. They never did. As a matter of fact, you were just something convenient to use at the moment. What else do they want? Well, they want to abuse other people. The narcissist who is in my life, the narcissist who is in your life, want to abuse us. They love to abuse us. And it's the same reason. I mean, everything points to the same ultimate reason, and that is to inflate their ego. And if hurting other people, abusing other people, and again, it's not just physical abuse, it could be emotional abuse, it could just be putting people down, humiliating, whatever it is they do, those areas of abuse, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. Now, remember when you first encountered the narcissist and he or she was so friendly? So charismatic. Remember we talked about the fragrance? They had just enough. It wasn't overbearing, just kind of perfect. Their personality fragrance is what I'm talking about, not literal. What happened to that? I mean, now they stink. I mean, that was just a cover up. Now they're abusing you. A totally different odor. Using this analogy metaphorically, obviously, but I'm not going to use an example. You can use your own examples. You can think up your own stuff. But let's say sulfur. Yeah, they smell like sulfur. This is not the person I met a few months ago, a few years ago. What happened? Well, what happened is you were duped. That's what happened. I mean, this person has always been a stinker. Okay, what else can I call these people? They've always been that. They just covered it up with a fragrance. Good analogy, in my opinion. What do you think? Number 8 is this. They want to invalidate you and humiliate you. Actually, these are kind of different things, but let's group them together. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. But they want to invalidate you. I just did an entire video on invalidation. But when we talk about invalidating, what we mean is taking away your value, your sense of value. Everybody on the planet has value. Everybody, my opinion, has worth. The narcissist feels like he or she does not have enough value or does not have enough worth, and he or she wants to steal it from you. And the way they do that is to put you down, to belittle you, to humiliate you, sometimes to literally, as we talked about before, literally steal from you. They want to take your value. what little bit you have, they want to take it. And they don't care. They don't care if you have low self-esteem. Doesn't matter. You know, your esteem could be running on empty. Well, okay, they'll take what you got. Because it just adds to them. And nothing else matters. What does matter is taking from you and applying to themselves. That's all of it. That's all of it. Do you see those two rectangles on the screen? If you want our conversation to continue, let's do it. Just click on one of those two rectangles. But if not, well, thanks for stopping by, and we talk to you all next time.